Hi, I'm Lynn, and I ended up on ISA's radar after winning a virtual pitch challenge that happened last year in June or July of 2020. I pitched at the last minute. I sent in my pitch video, wasn't too sure if I was going to even be seen. I wound up winning 4 winners. ISA invited me to become a part of their development slate. And now I am a writer to watch for 2021. ISA, shout out to Felicity. She's great. She was one of the people who actually introduced me to Matt from the virtual pitch challenge. It happened like within a week. She set me up with a meeting and I spoke to Matt and we just initially had a conversation, just about life in general. We didn't really talk about like my writing, but we did a little bit, but we just talked about like two human beings, like just real world issues. And I think that conversation that was generated really made me feel comfortable with signing with him. But yes, my manager came through ISA and they were able to set me up with a meeting a week after winning that pitch challenge. It came at a great time, for me, emotionally and mentally, because I think that as writers, we go on a roller coaster of winning some things and not winning and being stagnant. And I think that when I got the email stating that I was, one of the top 25 writers to watch out for in 2021, it came at a feeling of reassurance at a time where I really needed it, at a time where I needed to know that my story, my voice mattered, and that ISA actually, recognizes through my voice. So it meant a lot to me. The fact that they was just celebrating me. It also meant a lot that they had a lot of women on their top 25 writers to watch for in 2021 too. So that was awesome. I think I wanted to become a writer. Actually, I started writing when I was in the 6th grade. Okay. I don't think that at that time I wanted to be a writer. But I recall when I was in 6th grade, I had this really strict 6th grade teacher, and she was really heavy on English. And it was right before we went on Christmas break. And I had wrote her a letter expressing in the 6th grade my frustrations with her as a teacher because she did not allow us to go outside for recess. So I wrote her this letter. To me, it wasn't a nasty letter. It was just a frustrated 6th grader just trying to get what was on her mind off. And I told her, listen, we need to be outside. We are children. And I didn't sign my name. I left it anonymous. So when we came back from the break, she told the class that she was going to call the FBI and take fingerprints and do all of this. So she really got me shook. But that is when I knew that I could write, because I conveyed such a message. But in terms of being a writer, I didn't think that I had it in me until I was probably in college when I started to major in journalism. And that's a whole nother story on its own, because I wanted to interview, but the anxiety of me asking questions really got to me. So that is one of the reasons why I kind of came out of journalism and went more into screenwriting, because I was able to transfer my thoughts onto paper. So that evolution of me going from journalism to screenwriting really helped me in my stories, because all of my characters have something that they're trying to overcome. And still me dealing with anxiety, I am also trying to overcome that as well. That everything is going to be okay, right? And that don't beat yourself up when you have a lot of losses. I felt as if at times I was never good, because I would apply for certain jobs and would not get them, or would not be called for an interview. And that really triggered my anxiety too, because I always wanted to be perfect. Growing up, my mom used to always tell me, you always want to be perfect. You always want to do everything right. And I think that took a lot of my younger years. Now I'm to the point where, listen, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I would tell myself, it's okay not to be perfect. It's okay if you don't get that job. It's not necessarily a reflection of you. It could be a reflection of them. So I would definitely tell my younger self that. My goal is obviously to be in a writer's room, My goal is to be writing for a comedy show, to bring my voice, to not be afraid to bring my voice, to be open with it, and to really show the world that, there is more to see than what you already see on television. That is one goal. My second goal is obviously to, sell one of my shows. Obviously, that is a goal of every writer, to sell their shows, to show run. Obviously, in the years to come, or if the Lord has it that it's sooner, that is my goal. And to really, my overall goal is really to bring other writers up, right? I think that I am I am definitely not at that success level like Shonda Rhimes or Ava DuVernay, but I still feel as if I can have an impact on writers that are coming up with me. So that is one of my goals. My goals is to bring other writers up as I am progressing, and to show them the way instead of me waiting to get to that point and then extending my hand. So I have a few writer friends that we all network, and we talk, and we have prayer groups, and we just lift each other up. So that is, to me, that is the biggest goal, is to help other writers as well.